Hello guys, it's Debbie. It's time. I've got a brand new location. 10510 Airline Highway, Baton Rouge, next to After 5 Tuxedos. We have the perfect spot to get all your wedding and formal wear needs. Come see our one-of-a-kind name brand and get great prices. With 30 years experience, the best customer service anywhere. It's Debbie's Bridal, Airline Highway, Baton Rouge. See you soon.
You could be driving.
Honda has won more U.S. News and World Report awards than any other brand in the last decade. And now you can add another one to the list, being named the best car brand of 2022. Come get your Honda today at Louisiana's #1 Honda dealer, Team Honda on Siega Lane.
Visit Treads & Care Tire Company's new location on Hooper Road in Central. Locally owned for over 50 years, Treads & Care is known for quality automotive repair and top-notch customer service.
I'd like to invite you to come out and see us at our new location in Central.
No one can stop me when I taste the feeling. Nothing could ever bring me down. Nothing could ever bring me down. Taste the feeling.
Hello and welcome as we start today's edition of the Clarence Bud Show. Here's hoping all is well with you and yours in your little slice of heaven since the last opportunity that we had to spend a little time with you and yours. We start today's show with Louisiana news and something that is particularly disturbing. Let me make an addendum. If proven true. This week, troopers with the Louisiana Department of Public Safety arrested 26-year-old Reggie James of Baton Rouge, charged with 1 count of malfeasance in office, 6 counts of injuring public records, and 1 count of public bribery. The arrest warrant for young Mr. James, I say young because he's 26, comparatively speaking to yours truly, young Mr. James. The warrant was issued after the Louisiana Office of Motor Vehicles complained to State Police Insurance Fraud and Auto Thefts Division about an employee at their Baton Rouge location being paid $800 in cash in exchange for processing a CDL, commercial driver's license, for someone who never took a test. Quote, "We got referred this investigation from the Louisiana Office of Motor Vehicles," said Sergeant Dustin Wright with Troop A of State Police. "They initiated an audit and discovered some things they decided to relay to investigators. It is alleged that on at least one occasion, young Mr. James accepted $1,300 cash in exchange for issuing a commercial driver's license to a customer who did not pass the required tests." This is about as selfish an act as I can imagine. If proven true, because at this point, an arrest is not a conviction, but it is alleged that this individual, for personal gain, allowed someone, or in this case, some individuals, to get behind the wheel of a commercial vehicle, some in the neighborhood of 80,000 pounds, rolling down our highways, our interstate system, at 60, 70 miles an hour. Never thinking, apparently, if true, the damage that could be done to innocent motorists. Not just motorists, someone driving an 80,000 pound 18-wheeler who either didn't take the test or worse, flunked the test, is behind the wheel in an 18-wheeler near you. I can't think of anything more selfish than for personal gain to put someone on the highway. And what does it say about all those individuals that took the time to obtain it legally, took the time to acquire the knowledge to be able to pass the test before getting on the road and endangering the motoring public? Now again, this arrest is not a conviction. Thank God in this great land of ours, at least for the time being, you are innocent until proven guilty. Now, if it is proven / conviction that he actually did this, they, the powers that be, need to nail his butt to the wall. As if we don't already have enough problems on our highways, as if we don't already have enough people that apparently don't have a working knowledge of the rules of the road, and as if we don't have enough people already dying on our roadways. Now, again, if proven, we have individuals behind the wheel of commercial vehicles that either didn't take the test or flunked it. At some point, y'all, you got to send a message. At some point, you have to let individuals know that may be considering doing something similar in the future, that that's not going to be a wise decision. Say what you will about certain countries on this earth. Well, they're just barbaric. They caught that man stealing and they cut his hand off. They'll ask, what hand did you use to steal this with? Okay, that's the one you used. Put it right here, son. Say what you will about the barbaric nature of those countries, but they don't have some of the problems we have. Just saying. Just saying. Louis Farrakhan and I don't agree on a whole lot of things. But he said something one time that stuck with me. He said, in the Middle East, there is an exception to the rule for Muslims and pork. Louis Farrakhan says they have a thing over there called the pork chop. It's the only time that Muslims are in agreement with a pork chop. Now, it's not what you're thinking. Okay, I didn't say pork chop. I said pork chop. That's where they catch a person who raped a woman, and they trot you out after your trial and conviction. They trot you out into a stadium full of people. And on the stage in this stadium is a big block. And the person convicted of rape is standing there with their arms tied behind their back in front of this block on the stage. Walking onto the stage is this big burly character. And in his hands is a scimitar. For those of you that don't know what a scimitar is, it's that big sword curved on the end with a big wide blade and a point on it. The guy wielding the scimitar walks up to the convict who's about to get his sentence for raping a woman, and Louis Farrakhan says he'll poke him in the side And when you get poked, you know what you do, the natural reaction, right? You bend over. Then comes the chop. The poke chop. Not the pork chop, the poke chop. That's the only poke chop that Louis Farrakhan agrees with. And at the end of the day, they don't have many of the problems that we have over here. Just an observation. Speaking of the road and problems here, did you see the video now that's probably gone viral by now of these idiots in Baton Rouge driving across the new bridge, the I-10 Horace Wilkerson Bridge? Whenever we get another bridge, I don't know if, I guess we'll stop calling this one the new bridge. What is it, 50-some years old now? Yeah, the new old bridge. The new old bridge. There you go. Did you see these idiots on ATVs, off-road vehicles? Y'all do realize there's a reason they're called off-road vehicles. They're not designed for you to ride on the road. No helmets, no protective gear. They are on I-10 doing wheelies across the Horace Wilkerson Bridge. Now, I'm going to be honest with y'all. I have not lied to y'all in 42 years. I ain't about to stop, and I'm not about to start right now. But I'll be honest with you. My initial inclination was Darwinism. Let the herd get thinned out. Play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. I've been there, y'all, and done that, okay? I remember just like it was yesterday, riding home one night on the back of my buddy's motorcycle after a high school football game. It was raining, still in my band suit. Thank God I had that band suit on. When we get rear-ended, I get thrown off the motorcycle across 4 lanes of traffic. Fortunately, I'm on my back, sliding across the highway in my brand new band suit, first time I'd ever worn it. Thank God it had that real thick vinyl overlay all the way down the back. And I remember, it is true, y'all, if you've never been in a life-threatening situation, you hear people say, time slows down. Everything slows down. It's true. I remember to this day thinking to myself, as I'm sliding across 4 lanes of traffic, first thing I was hoping is, please God, don't let another car be coming this way. But I distinctly remember saying to myself, don't fight it. Relax. Don't fight it. Because if you tense up while at that speed and hit something, that's when the bones snap. I remember like it was yesterday telling myself, you better not fight this, just roll with it, go with it. And a couple seconds later, when I stopped sliding across the highway on my back, I hit the ditch. Didn't break anything, no scratches, anything. But my point is this, y'all. If you've ever been through it one time, you won't have to worry about someone telling you it's not a good idea to get on your ATV, your four-wheeler, with no helmet, no protective clothing, on an off-road vehicle and go across I-10 and the Horace Wilkerson /new/I-10 bridge. Darwinism typically takes care of this. Normally, you don't get to stick around long enough before you take yourself out. But I'm giving you guys and girls in the motoring public the heads up on this, because I would hate to think of some mother out there having to shoulder the burden for the rest of her life, having run over some idiot who had no more sense than to get on I-10 on the freaking Mississippi River Bridge on a four-wheeler. Situational awareness, my friends. You've got to be aware of what's around you at all times, particularly when you're driving a car. Just an observation. First break of today's show. We'll get her done, come back, and talk more with you, right where you've got it, on today's edition of the Clarence Bugg Show, only on the Pelican. Stay close. My man.
Hi, I'm Bobby Yarborough with Manda Fine Meats. Here at Manda, we know what the folks of South Louisiana love. They love great flavored smoked sausage, delicious deli meats, and specialty items like boudin and andouille sausage. Manda Fine Meats has been providing these products since 1947. We produce them right here in Baton Rouge, so you know you're always getting the freshest product at your local grocery store. Manda Fine Meats. Taste the fresh local flavor in everything we make. Make it Manda every time.
Bolello's Furniture and Appliances, your dependable independent. Depend on us for service, for selection, for price. Get huge Whirlpool savings. Shop now and save on Whirlpool appliances throughout the store. Plus, experience our price match guarantee and ask about special financing.
You can depend on the know-how of people who live appliances every day.
Bolello's Furniture and Appliances, your dependable independent with nationwide buying power.
I owed the IRS $10,000.
The IRS garnished my wages.
They put a lien on my house.
I'm self-employed and didn't report all my income. They claim I owe a lot more than I do.
The IRS is the most powerful collection agency in the world. They do not give up until you pay.
I couldn't sleep. We were being audited. I called Tax Solutions Now, and a great big weight was lifted off my shoulders.
I called Tax Solutions Now, and they got the IRS off my back.
Tax Solutions Now had my wage garnishment lifted in 48 hours.
Tax Solutions Now can get you help. Our agents know the rules, can stop the pain, and get you the best deal.
Tax Solutions Now saved my business.
I qualified for the Fresh Start program. I paid less than I owed.
We connect you with a team of former IRS agents and tax professionals who get the IRS off your back. Time is running out. Call Tax Solutions now.
Call 800-778-4345. 800-778-4345.
The Mazda CX-30, named an IIHS Top Safety Pick Plus. Perfect for the journey ahead.
Start your journey in a new Mazda CX-30. Right here at Team Mazda on Airline.
Hi, gang. Clarence Buggs here, inviting you to come by Old School Barbecue, 10655 Coursey Boulevard, where we tape the show live every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday at 11 o'clock. Come by and feast on news, sports, current events, love of God and country, and lots of common sense, along with some of the best barbecue anywhere on the planet. 10655 Coursey Boulevard, Old School Barbecue, home of the Clarence Buggs Show.
Live and play on the fairway at Greystone Golf and Country Club, a serene, challenging golf destination located in Denham Springs. For tee times and membership opportunities, go to GreystoneCountryClub.com.
Or in other words, Marty, all hail. We'll talk about that later on. As we continue today's show, the Ronald Greene saga continues to haunt this great state that I love so dearly. If you've listened to me, watched me for any amount of time, you know without a shadow of a doubt, I am as pro-law enforcement an individual as you will ever find. I make no bones about it, and I certainly make no apologies for it. I learned early on in observing my late father's love for this country, his dedication to its principles, to its foundation, and his wearing the uniform of the United States Army for 27 years, not to mention the fact that he was just old school like that. I early on gained an appreciation that somebody has to be in charge. It's a relatively simple proposition. All you have to do, and history is chocked full of examples of what happens when no one is in charge. You already know. Chaos ensues, and it doesn't take long before what was a run-of-the-mill problem now gets exacerbated and just blows up. For 3 years now, we have watched this saga unfold, and today we are nowhere near understanding this any more than we've been. Let me say for the record, and I vouch personally for them, the overwhelming majority of individuals that get up every single day, underappreciated, underpaid, outmanned, and outgunned every single day. Despite that, they get up every day, put it on, strap it on, and go out to honor the oath that they've sworn. It is those individuals, my humble opinion only, that deserve better. You already know, this is no earth-shaking revelation. You know full well there are individuals out there that are looking for a reason to demonize law enforcement. Justifiable reason or not, they will take every freaking opportunity available to demonize the men and women in blue, and in this case, my friends in green. We all know this. So the last thing that we need to happen is to give individuals a reason to say, aha, you see, I told you, all those cops are criminals. Because you know they'll do that. They will take every conceivable opportunity. Meanwhile, those same people that will go out of their way to demonize law enforcement, they are the same ones that the minute somebody tries to break in their house, the minute somebody does a drive-by on somebody they love, the minute there's a problem, who do they call? You already know the answer. That's rhetorical. You don't have to answer. You already know. My point is this, my friends. We need to get to the bottom of this real soon, because the public, not to mention Ronald Green's family, deserve better. And every single day when the good men and women in law enforcement get up, put it on, and strap it on, they deserve to have the confidence of the citizenry of this state. We all know how uncomfortable it is when you're like this and you hear whoop, whoop. Oh, we all know. We deserve, and they deserve, to be at ease and have comfort with the people who have sworn the oath to protect and serve. This special committee of the Louisiana legislature, digging into this, has now decided that they're going to hold the former superintendent of state police, Kevin Reeves, in contempt. There is the possibility that the full House, once they take this up, will levy a $5,000 fine, and God only knows, in conjunction with that, what other penalties may come down the pike. But at the end of the day, y'all, there should be an expectation, not only in the public arena, but in law enforcement, in political circles, and everywhere else. When all is said and done, y'all, despite what the media and those on the left will tell you, these men and women perform an invaluable service. If you have ever been in a situation where your life is at stake, they can't get there fast enough. And the fact of the matter is, anybody, I don't care what your gender is, I don't care what your skin color is, I don't care what your political affiliation is. If the life of yours truly or a loved one is at stake, I want someone who's going to show up and help me out. What is so amazing to me, particularly in instances like this, where there was some obvious wrongdoing, you will have individuals out there that will attempt to smear all of law enforcement with that very broad and very ugly brush. I am one of those that has faith in my fellow Americans that you will be able to see through this. But as an American, you also are obligated to do whatever needs to be done to be sure that there is accountability. Without accountability, what are you left with? Pretty much nothing. Of course, you could very easily make the argument that in today's America, and this starts at the very top, nobody's really responsible for anything. I mean, just look at Joe Biden's recent press conference. It ain't my fault. When all is said and done, y'all, somebody's got to be in charge. And there is a higher standard, rightfully so, let me hasten to add. There's a higher standard for certain folks. And if you want the rest of us to adhere to certain principles, abide by certain rules, regulations, policies, then accountability has to be had across the board. English teachers, forgive me, in 3, 2, 1. It ain't that hard to figure out, y'all. It's not. It's not that hard. And while Governor John Bel Edwards and I don't agree on a whole lot, that again, no epiphany here, no earth-shaking revelation. He's liberal, I'm conservative. There's only so much we can agree on. But at the end of the day, he needs to get to the bottom of this. And as an individual that loves the military, which I know he does, an individual that loves this state, which I know he does, ultimately, I would hate to see this end up being his legacy after all these years serving the public. But more than that, I would hate to see my fellow Louisianians lose faith in those who play an invaluable role in our society because we can't seem to get to the bottom of one issue. These brave men and women that get out there every day, outmanned, outgunned, underpaid, underappreciated, they deserve better. They deserve better. The only question, I guess, at the end of the day is, are we going to demand it. Bottom of the hour break. When we come back, I'm going to do the liberals a favor. Believe it or not, old conservative Clarence is going to help the Democrats out. Didn't take much to figure it out either. We'll talk about that when we continue today's edition of the Clarence Bug Show, only on the Pelican. Stay close.
Got termites? Get Premier Pest. PremierPestServices.com.
Driver assistance technology comes standard on every Camry model as part of Toyota Safety Sense, setting the standard for safety every time you're on the road, no matter the destination. Save on your Camry today at Team Toyota, I-12 at O'Neill.
Hi, I'm Katie, Operation Manager here at Old School Barbecue. We're excited about all of the changes here at Old School, and we'd like to invite everyone to come out and enjoy some delicious barbecue at Old School prices. We feature brisket, chicken, ribs, sausage, and the Boss Hog pulled pork sandwich voted best deal in town. We also have live music Friday and Saturday from 7 to 10 p.m. 10655 Coursey Boulevard. We can't wait to see you.
Hello guys, it's Debbie. It's time. I've got a brand new location. 10510 Airline Highway, Baton Rouge, next to After 5 Tuxedos. We have the perfect spot to get all your wedding and formal wear needs. Come see our one-of-a-kind name brand and get great prices. With 30 years experience, the best customer service anywhere. It's Debbie's Bridal, Airline Highway, Baton Rouge. See you soon.
Hi, I am Dr. Farrell Fruget Jr., and I am a general dentist at Fruget Family Dentistry. I was born and raised in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. I went to Catholic High School, LSU, and LSU School of Dentistry in New Orleans, where I received my DDS degree in 1986. I always have and will continue to be committed to continuing my education, to invest in technology which makes the diagnosis and delivery of dentistry more thorough, more comfortable, and more aesthetically pleasing. In our practice, we are here to serve the patients. We want to improve their quality of life and to develop relationships with our patients. In dentistry, we have a chance to impact lives on a daily basis, not just by doing dentistry, but by getting to know them and being a part of their life. We also believe in giving back to our community. So every year, we give back to the Greater Baton Rouge Food Bank, Toys for Tots, and Mary Bird Perkins Cancer Center. Please stop by and visit our office. We would love to take care of you and your family.
Hi, I'm Hurricane Betsy Barnes.
And I'm Dr. Kay Siller with The Rocket Right Show.
We are two busy blondes on the go showing off life in Louisiana.
Watch us on Pelican Sports Network.
And Talk 107.3 FM. Check local listings for times.
Caught spiders? Premier Pest Services.
Welcome back to today's edition of the Clarence Bug Show. Just so happens, the last time we were taping this show, I looked up and the leader of the free world, President Joe Biden, was making remarks regarding inflation and the price of gas. And I said to myself, doggone it, I'm taping the show, I don't get to watch this. And then I had a moment of clarity where I said, bruh, really? You want to watch this? You already know what's going to happen. It's going to be an exercise in, it ain't my fault. Remember when gas prices started getting totally out of control? And the Biden-Harris administration blamed the oil companies. And then a little while later, after blaming the oil companies, they blamed the refineries. And then a little while after blaming the refineries, they blamed the gas stations. Remember that? Gouging people. It's those evil gas station people. Remember that? And of course, in his most recent remarks, President tells us that the high prices that you're seeing, particularly as it pertains to groceries, it ain't my fault. The prices you're paying for meat lately, it's because of those evil, greedy meat packing companies. But it ain't my fault. Then they blamed, well, it's COVID. That's the problem. And of course, later on, after blaming the COVID pandemic, then they blamed the truckers. You beat me to it, Marty. Then, of course, it was the supply chain crisis. You ever notice with these people, it's never, ever their fault. So I was thinking, with the midterms just around the corner, and before you know it, as is typically the case, presidential election will roll around, and they always come up with a catchy tune that America knows. And that's their theme song for the political season. Let me save my fellow Americans who happen to be liberals some brain cells. Y'all don't have to struggle on what, since Joe says he's running again in 2024. You ever heard the song, "No, It Ain't My Fault"? That's your theme song. No, it ain't my fault. No, it ain't my fault. Oh no, it ain't my fault. As a matter of fact, why wait till the elections? Every time you have a press conference from this day forth, just put on the song. Trot Joe Biden up to the microphone and let him bust a move or two. Show us some dance moves, Joe. It would certainly be more entertaining, and it would accomplish the same message. It ain't my fault. But you know, I'm thinking about this, and I'm wondering, not only does this administration not have a plan, they don't have a clue. To come up with a plan to fix something, you have to first have a clue that something's broken. You've got to understand there's a problem before you can come up with a plan to fix a problem. Now, maybe I'm naive. Maybe as a baby boomer, I expect too much. But I have lived this life under the assumption that when you are elected, you are then expected to fix the problems plaguing this country. I know, silly me and that doggone common sense. I get it. But if you are elected, then you are expected to fix the problem. For example, Donald J. Trump, elected, saw a problem with HBCUs. To my dear white viewers, that's historically black colleges and universities. Every year, they have to go to Washington, to Congress, hat in hand, begging for their funding. Donald J. Trump said, wait, this is a problem. I'll fix it. Donald J. Trump, elected president, said, whoa, wait a minute. We depend on other countries for oil and gas. We are dependent upon them. I'll fix it. We were energy independent until the Biden-Harris administration showed up. Donald J. Trump said, whoa, wait a minute. We got people coming across our border by the millions. That's a problem. I was elected and I'm expected to fix it. And he did. Well, at least until Joe Biden and Kamala Harris showed up. Whatever happened to, if you're elected, then it's expected you'll try to fix the problem. Not this group of clowns. Oh, no. Now, to show you, these folks don't have a clue. To show it to you in pure black and white, President Joe Biden, not long ago, came before the American public to announce, I'm going to tap the Strategic Petroleum Reserve. We found out from his energy secretary, who had no clue how many barrels of oil and gas America needs every day. We then found out this whole big to-do gave us less than a week's supply of gas. So what happened? Price went up. Have you looked at the pump lately? Since Joe Biden came out and announced, well, we're going to release 1 million barrels a day, every day for 6 months. You know what's happened in the last week? You guessed it. The price has gone up 20 to 30 cents a gallon. Can you say, don't have a clue? Yes, they do. Oh, they got a clue, all right. Name me one thing. Not two, not three. I'll make it easy on you. I'm not asking for 5. Name me one freaking thing that the Biden-Harris administration, since taking office, has done exceedingly well. Lie doesn't count. Lie does not count. They've done that well. I'm talking about something that benefits the American people. Name one thing. What did you write down in Final Jeopardy? What is nothing? Ding, ding, ding. You win the grand prize. These people have screwed up every freaking thing they've touched. And you know what's sad? I mentioned Donald Trump was elected and understood he was expected to solve problems. He fixed the problem at the border. How's the border now? We were energy independent. What are we now? Crime has exploded, particularly in Democrat-run cities. But when Donald J. Trump saw, y'all got a problem in Chicago, Mayor, get the mayor on the phone. Tell her the president is calling. Hi, Madam Mayor, President Trump here. I see you got a problem with crime exploding. I can help. I can send you some federal resources. You just say the word. We don't need no help from you. Do you realize how many thousands of black folks, Democrats in Chicago, would be alive today had Lori Lightfoot, black woman, mayor of Chicago, had she taken up President Trump on his offer to help? But she'll tell you Trump's racist. You can't make this stuff up. Well, yeah, you can, but you get the drift. He's the racist. My country, my country, my country. Actually, you liberals, but that's a whole different show for a different day. It's only the white people. That's right. There you go. You nailed it, Marty. You nailed it. Final break of today's show. We'll come back, put that big old pretty bow on this puppy. Ooh, and we got a racism alert for you, too, before we're done. That's next when we continue today's edition of the Clarence Bug Show, only on the Pelican. Stay close.
You can't smell it, but you can almost taste it. And whether it's for a family get-together or a game day feast, having Manda in the mix always sounds good. For 3 generations, their quality meats and original seasonings have made Manda a Louisiana legend and made their family sausage Louisiana's family sausage. Manda Fine Meats, the flavor says it all.
Treads & Care Tire Company announces its new location on Hooper Road in Central. Locally owned for 50 years, Treads & Care is known for quality automotive repair with top-notch customer service. Treads & Care offers the convenience of shuttle service and pickup and delivery of your vehicle. You can also enjoy the comfortable customer area, complete with workstations, high-speed internet, and a complimentary coffee bar.
I'd like to invite you to come out and see us at our new location in Central.
Treads & Care, the tires you need and the service you want.
Live and play on the fairway at Greystone Golf and Country Club, a serene, challenging golf destination located in Denham Springs. For tee times and membership opportunities, go to GreystoneCountryClub.com.
Tremonti's has meat, Tremonti's has seafood, Tremonti's has much more. Tailgating and home gating platters, huge wine and liquor selection, beer and all the spices you need. Chairman Reserve and Wagyu meats, ribeye rolls, shrimp rolls, kebabs, 20 flavors of sausage for the grill, daily lunch specials and game processing. On-site catering also available. Good meat ain't cheap and cheap meat ain't good. Visit Tremonti's.com.
Sometimes life is wonderful, and sometimes it's not. Cherish the good, but always be prepared for life's challenges. At Private Healthcare, we provide the peace of mind you deserve. With Private Healthcare, you'll get the coverage you want and healthcare you need. If your employer doesn't supply healthcare coverage and you don't qualify for Medicare or Medicaid, you need to give us a call right now. Private Healthcare is private health insurance for ages 65 and under with medical, dental, vision, and even prescription coverage. When life comes at you unexpectedly, you need to be ready. And health insurance is your financial safety net. Health insurance has never been so easy and affordable. If you're looking for health coverage at the best price and your annual household income is $35,000 or more, call the number on the screen now and speak with a live healthcare consultant. Don't wait. Get the coverage you need now.
Welcome back to the final segment of today's edition of the Clarence Bug Show. Give you upfront warning, racism alert. Yeah, you got to leave, Marty. You white. Racism alert. I am so grateful, I guess I should be, for today's progressives, because without them, how would we conceivably know that there's so many things that are racist that the world may stop turning at any moment? We've now found out, according to liberals, that mathematics is racist. They've also informed us in recent memory that not only is mathematics racist, but asking kids to take a test to prove that they know a subject is racist as well. With the advent of this leak of the draft opinion on Roe v. Wade from the highest court in the land, you knew it was coming. You knew it was coming. Those on the left were going to try and frame it in racial terms. So the Huffington Post, surprise, surprise, surprise. That's the best Gomer I got. I'm sorry. The Huffington Post says that it is racist for Supreme Court Justice Samuel Alito to point out that percentage-wise, more black babies are aborted than any other group every year. What they fail to either acknowledge or understand is that it's a fact. The numbers are what the numbers are. Maybe that's why they want you to think numbers and mathematics is racist. Black women in this country make up 6.5% of the population. They make up over 28% of the abortions. Those are the numbers. Those are facts. But because they're inconvenient for Democrats / liberals / progressives, because it's uncomfortable for them, oh, well, it's got to be racist. What else could it be? I mean, consider my feelings. You, your feelings, and the horse y'all rode in here. All y'all. It's racist to state a fact. Now, maybe, just maybe, because there's always this possibility, maybe these people actually believe this. Maybe, I know it's a stretch, same people that told you a boy can be a girl and a man can be a woman, same people that told you, well, there's no validity to the Hunter Biden laptop story, same people that told you, well, inflation is transitory. It's only going to be here for a little while. Same people that told you, well, we got all the Americans out of Afghanistan. Same people that told you, there's no problem at our southern border. Same people, by the way, also now have created a special department to determine what's truth and what's not. Wink, wink. Let me get this straight. The group of people that have spread more disinformation than any other now want you to let them be in charge of policing disinformation. Funny how that works, isn't it? You know what's not disinformation? Well, I'm glad you posed that question, my friend. Baby food in the last year is up 13%. Infant and toddler clothing in the last 14 months up 8.8%. Breakfast cereal in the last 14 months up 10.3%. Fresh and frozen chicken parts up 17.9%. You evil, greedy meat packers. Fresh milk up 15.7%. Fresh fruit and vegetables cost you 8.3% more. Canned fruits and vegetables cost you 10.4% more. Juice 9.3% more. Boys' clothes, 3.8%. Girls' clothes, 4.7%. Bicycles, up 8%. Sports equipment, 6.8%. And before long, if you can find some, baby formula is going to go through the roof. But they will tell you, oh, there's no problem with the inflation. It's just transitory. It'll come and it'll go. Yes, Lord. If you believe that, me and my dear friend Marty, we have a 15-room, oceanfront, mountaintop, chalet. No, not that one. This is the other one. 15 rooms, 17 bathrooms, on the beach, on top of the mountain in Bruley. We'll let you have it real cheap. And these are the people that want to be in charge of what is truth and what is not. Fortunately, I am one of those individuals that still has the utmost faith in his fellow Americans. And I firmly believe, dominion aside, I firmly believe come midterms, we're not just going to tell, we're going to show the liberals what the real truth is. Just stick around, because it's coming. My fellow Americans are sick and tired of being sick and tired, and they're sick and tired of you trotting out somebody for another press conference that sits there and does nothing more than tells us, oh no, it ain't my fault. Joe Biden, Kamala Harris. Who would have ever thought? Less than a year and a half, we are now the laughing stock of the planet. My time's up, y'all, and I gotta go. But once again, this day, just like every other day, I give it to you. You know what? You are spot on. You are dead right. America, we're not perfect. But for this old boy's money, it's the best there is. And God knows there's no place else on his green earth that I'd rather be. Speaking of the good Lord, you know he loves you, and you know I do too. Good news is there ain't a doggone thing you can do about either one. God bless.